All right, so let's give it a try. Since we've never played Crazy Eights, it'll be helpful for us to read the directions to our new game. So let's give it a go. So this is called Crazy Cards, the hands-on way to make a reading play. All right, so let's look at the setup. What do we have to do to set up?
25 word cards. 4...
Not 25. Don't start here. Go this way.
I mean, 50.
Yep, 52.
Word cards. 4 miss your turn cards. 7 wild cards.
Play just like the popular card game Crazy Eights. So, let's do setup.
The dealer decides.
Oh, well, look at that. The dealer doesn't decide. What does the dealer do? Where's dealer? Okay, look at that. Look at this. Dealer. Look.
Deals 8 cards, 1 at a time, down to each player. The players may lay them on flat.
They don't lay them on. Go back to where you said on.
Out.
Lay them out. Flex it. And then this is
face up or hold them in their hands. Place the remaining cards in the deck face down on the table. Turn the top card over and place it front up beside the deck.
Is it place it front up? Place it
face up beside the deck. This is the card that begins the game.
Okay.
So is this kind of like Uno or something?
You know, it kind of does sound a little bit like Uno.
I like to play Uno.
Yeah. Okay, well, who do you want to be the dealer and do what it just said for the setup, or do you want me to be the dealer?
So we each get 8 cards. We get to hold them in our hands or put them
face
up.
Yeah. You want a deal?
So I just like.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Do that. Okay. I think it was 7. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, one more each.
Count mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah. Okay. Now what did it say to do with the place the remaining cards in the deck face down on the table?
And do that.
Yep. Okay, so we're gonna leave this kind of right like that so we can see. Let's read the how to win directions.
Let me get my cards in order.
Here, let's just push them to the side so we know how to play. Just slide them over there.
Okay, because I like them in order.
Yeah, you can get them in order. Let's do the how to play.
How to play. The person on the dealer's left starts by matching the card on the table by ear.
Good.
Either
there you go.
The same splash sound or same first sound of the word.
All right, so let's look at this card and let's see, what do you think based on the directions you read, what's the splash sound?
the splash sound is
in the splash. And do you recall the boy? Oh, I can't remember the key sentence.
The boy.
But anyway, we got boy. So what's the sound that goes with?
Bow.
Oh yeah. I can't remember. But say boy.
Boy.
Which one of these do you use for boy? So what's that sound by itself without b?
Oi.
There you go. All right, so the splash sound in this game on this card is oi. There are two ways, right, to spell oi. Okay.
So we would have to find a card in our deck which has that.
Yeah. Or either, because you said that's one way that you can do it is to match the splash sound. But say you don't have that splash sound in your deck.
Can you use the same color like in Uno?
No, you read something though that gave you matching the card on the table.
With the first, I think the first first letters.
The first
word.
The first
sound of the word.
Good. So what would be, let's pretend we don't have the oi. We haven't looked at our cards yet.
So we'd have to
fist bump, boop. Excellent. Okay, so we know that. That's how we do that, okay? That's how we play, but let me tell you how to win. The first player to discard every card in his or her hand wins the game. So that means we have to not have it. Discard means if we discard every one, you're right. We don't have any left. That's the goal. All right, so we know step one, what to do, okay? So with how we're supposed to match, but there's more to this. There's more to the directions. Let's see.
Let's say, for instance, that the card on the table is throw, and the slap sound is oi. Oi.
These are our ois. These are our ois. So this, for throw, it says,
throw.
Say that the card on the table is throw and the splash sound is O. The player must have a word with the O sound,
or the word
that starts with
T.
Good job.
Not just
right
as the match.
The match
must be
flex it.
Based on the first sound in the word, not the first letter.
Excellento. Now, I brought this down and said O for throw. But in the deck that we're playing, we have to flex this sound because this is not another way to spell O. What sound is this? When we flex O, it can also say ow.
Ow.
Yeah. Like this is ow, like out or pout. Ow, like how. Okay? Or crowd. Okay? So we've got oi, ow. Okay?
For
example,
this player puts down the word through.
Oh, throat.
Then the next player must play the card that has on.
Do you see that? Just like in the example word, throw.
Oh.
Right.
in the splash, or the word that starts with.
There you go. Now here's the rest of the, so we know how we can match it, right? Different ways to match it. We also know that when you started, there is a miss a turn and wild cards. So just like in Uno, I'm thinking the wild cards allows you to change it, right?
Uno, the wild cards let you change the color to a different one, yellow, red, green, or blue.
Yeah. So in this one, it's going to be changing the sounds. And I think the wild cards we'll just look at the wild cards when we see one, okay? Oh, there's more explanation about that. Let's see what it says. Thank you for pointing that out. Do you want me to read that part? Or do you want to read it?
A player may also play a wild card at any time and change the place, splash, sound, pattern by
taking parts. You got it. By, there's your disc. Do your next part.
Discarding any other card on top of the wild card.
Oh, so you can do any other card that's in your hand after you use the wild. That's good to know. Miss your turn. A miss your turn card may be played if it has the same splash sound or the same beginning sound as the word on the face card. If a miss your turn card is played, the left player misses his or her turn and the game continues. Well, there's only 2 of us, so really it just means it bounces back to the person who used it, right? All right, let's see how to win. Oh, we already read that. So are we good? Let's see. If the player does not have a card to play in his or her hand,
draw the deck.
Okay, there you go. If possible. So then, once you draw it from the deck and either play it if possible, or keep it and say crazy to let the other players know that you cannot play that card. So if you pull it up and you can play it, you do. If you pull it up and you're like, nah, still can't go, you have to say crazy. Got it? Okay. When the draw pile is used up, the face card stays on the table and the rest of the deck is shuffled. All right, you ready to play?